Okay, this is post-apoc survival. I just got a weird idea. You know, you know how I carry, you know, these in my pocket, plus my wallet, but it has the sell stuff on it. I've always wondered, what would I? Actually, yeah, let me do this real quick. You know, kind of work or whatever. I've always wondered, um, if I was in a post-apocalyptic situation and I had the magnetic backing for it, what would I pick for my wallet? What would I pick from all the cards and the stuff I have here, and then here, and here? Well, one, the first thing definitely would be the line card I have. You know, I've not got to use this line card because I've been using other things. First thing I'll pick is this. It's cordage, and I'm gonna use it, need it for like all the stuff anyway. I have like a couple cordage cords plus some floss I can definitely use. I just wondered, what would I do? You know, what would I pick? You know, you have to, unless it's not that hard to get to actually do it. Let's do this. Way better. Well, really? Not gonna let me do this. Let me go grab the thing. My wallet. Right. Okay. You know, I was thinking, what would I pick? Right? You know, what would I pick? First, let's check this. You know, first, well, my cards are just sticking out, okay. First, let's check out. If I had the metal backing for this crap, I would, you know, one, I would pick something like this as a small little whatever, you know. This wasn't like that. Wait, is that in the next one? Wait, did this one? Oh wow, they're not even. This one isn't even separate anymore. Wow, that's weird. Fill rod, I would choose like this. What else is it's light and it, you know, the, you know. If I had the backing and all that, yeah, I would. What here? I would definitely choose these for, you know, I would have these on a dog tag anyway. This is the one here. Or chain. This is the escape and evasion stuff. Like the, you know, little lockpick thing, and by the way, I would have my lockpick license, by the way, by this time. I actually do want to become a like licensed locksmith if I can. The ferro rod, yeah, but I would have a better ferro rod, you know. Right. I would do the saw, since the saw actually it looks like it's an actual decent saw. That looks like it's actually an actual decent saw with like the teeth and all that. So I'll pick that. I'll probably pick the fishing stuff. I'll probably just end up using both sides of these and saying screw the cords and all that, like the cords I have in here. Honestly, they're meant to be a kit anyway. So, you know. Now, if I had the pocket space also. You know, if I had to just pick a few things from each thing, let me get this up. First, this is going to be the pain in the butt to get out. I just figure I was going to do this now because, like, cause I'm thinking, I've been thinking lately, what would I put into this? If you get out, look at it. Definitely line cord with a few extra things of floss. Definitely. That's a definite go. I would probably end up doing the repairing with like some of this, like a couple of these, if they're small enough, like maybe one or two of these. Honestly, you know, I would definitely do this one since I can make the I can make this right here is actually the I forgot what it's called, directional something. You can make that into a compass if need be, and I have needles on some of these, you know, so I can do that. So that's a definite go, pocket wise, you know. Would I put this in here? I mean, I would actually have this not on a card, but whatever. This is just the stuff that I would pick that's on cards, on actual cards. This would actually be on a keychain or whatever for me. So it's like, whatever, because it's small enough, it's not worth the card space. And here, there's actually not actually anything else. But yeah. So for the first one, I wouldn't pick all of it. I would pick definitely pick the repair. And some of the snare triggers and some of the, like maybe one or two of these. I would definitely pick these, because, you know, like, I would pick like maybe like three of these maybe, if that. Unless you have to actually have, or four. Actually, I'll probably pick four because you probably have to have two anyway, with snare triggers, I guess. I actually know how to trap because I've never trapped. I've always fished because that's my bread and butter, which I like better. Yeah. So yeah, I would pick the. Where I picked this, I don't know. It'll probably be a pocket thing anyway. Then let's do this one. We have quite a few. Four, isn't it? Right? Oh, it's already 8. Oh my god, 8 something. Okay, so one lucky center cord. What would I put? What would I pick? Well, I would pick. I'm assuming I need at least 2 or 3 extra little knives. So this one I've actually used. I like. And the point of that was, you want to pass, buy that. Okay. Let's look at the one welcome signature cards. Well, shall we? Okay. We have a spear. We have big fishing. For fishing, we have the knife I would pick. I like the knife. It's actually a really easy knife. I would also pick the beaker white one. But we're not on that one yet. I would probably pick the spear. Because that would be good for self-defense also. Because if you're in a post-apocalypse situation, you're going to need self-defense. Either way. And this is sharp as balls. The end is sharp as balls. So you can punch. Right? I wouldn't do this one, because this one's actually the first needle. Because that one is bends piss easy. Trust me on this. Right? So yeah. I'll probably pick the spear. I'll probably pick the hooks. And the knife. And like maybe the needle awl of the cord. If that. Right? I'm only picking a few from each. That's the only criteria of this. There's a few from each cord. You know, what I would see as useful, right? This would probably be useless as balls, depending on the situation. But hey, bye. Okay, so the saw would be as on this, so I can put many of these on this. Yeah, and as you saw, this does actually work. So, you know, I would pick definitely. This is a definite one. This for fill sharpening. This is works for fill sharpening. Trust me, I've tried it. I have things for that. Yes, it's doing the lightning and thunder. You did this crap. What last night? Don't do it today. I would have this either way because water purification. This has a bag in it and some purification cords. So yeah, that's what I would pick for that. But yeah, these would be more like the little ones I have will just be pocket on a keychain or something like that. But yeah, you know, doesn't really matter, right? So I'm picking for the big cores. I'm picking this like certain things from it that I find will be more, useful to me. Now, for this, it has a few. Let's start with the beaker right center cord. Please do not pull that up, because I don't need that up. I don't need to lose that stupid small thing again. Okay, beaker right center cord. Okay, let's look at what I'll pick this since I've used it and it's good for a pick, and I play bass anyway. That's me. The knife I would pick because it has a file, right? I would pick the spears, right? I might pick this. Who knows? Those I would just for small little fly fish. I don't think I'll choose the other lure since I have. Actually, let's just okay. I'll pick the knife because it has a file on it. I would pick the sewing needles. There's those suturing needles for repair for like suturing myself. The spears. God, that. I'll just put this as a pocket. No, as a regular pocket because there's too many stuff I like on here. Yeah. Okay. Bushcraft coastal cord. The blade. The fishing comb. The drill. The fishing hooks. The awl. Actually, honestly, this actually goes together as okay. I'll pick everything except like that, and maybe like one of these, basically. But that's just me, personally. What is this? Okay, so this would be on a dog tag or whatever. So yeah, right. Same with the micro tool arrow. How the frick would you make this into an arrow? How would you? I mean, I have like these right here, so they're connecting together. Yeah, this is definitely just will come with me because magnesium. Come on, it's nice just to have, And now for the please say nothing fell in there. But I would have the little cordage and like this and this spool basically, and the little things like this. So yeah. Okay, so for this, I would do the since this does have a back. I can probably pretty much have all this because it's on a backing. This is what I'm talking about when I say backing. So, yeah. So yeah. I just wonder, what is a thing of paper? This is a thing of paper so I can actually test this out. I don't know if I'll test this out, if it's sharp or not. I have no idea. But yeah, I would have this because it has a little arrow. Actually, since this has a backing, you can just say screw it and just have all these. Have this whole thing. I'm gonna do a cop out for this one and say this is my first. Seriously, this was actually my first good survival horde. Right? So yeah. I'm even going with the gonna do the little cheapo depot ones too. So yeah. Put this in here first. I should actually take a lot of this crap out I don't need. Pretty sure the water purification tablets are expired. Actually, do water purification tablets expire at all? Where is it? Where did it fall? Did it fall over here? What? It fell way the crap over there, didn't it? Well, I'm not getting them. Basically, fork of those I would. Because come on, you need a fork. If you're gonna eat, you're gonna need a fork, and that's gonna be a good morale boost. That's one thing I would actually take from that. What's over here? Okay. I could do the ones that are in little things, but yeah, I'm just doing things like I do carry this in my pocket, so technically. Okay, so I would have the I would definitely bring the well, I have a thing of lockpicks on here too, by the way, let you know. Do not fall. Okay, for this. Arrow, the gig, these, if I'm going to be doing the snaring and all that, the gig right here, the awl, these are supposed to be tweezers, I believe. No, is this supposed to be a gorge hook? I'm assuming this is a gorge hook. This, no, since this barely did jack diddly. Literally, look, I'm doing nothing to myself. That's how sharp it is. So yeah, I might do the hooks, just have small hooks, basically, but that's not guaranteed what I would do. So yeah. Okay, so for these. Snare triggers. I would have this, since it's a, this is actually a descaler. This, decent. I've not tested that yet. Definitely the arrows and the hooks, basically. And like, what is this supposed to be? No, seriously, what the fuck? That's supposed to be something. It says it's supposed to be something. But it doesn't tell me what the frick it's supposed to be. Weird. No, seriously, it does not tell you what it's supposed to be. You can honestly take it off. I'm assuming it's a fill rod scraper. I'm gonna have to assume the, as such. Okay. Definitely the fork. I mean, come on. You could put the fork on one of these, like things right here, right? I guess the arrow, if it's sharp enough, I guess. I guess it is sharp enough on it. Then the hooks, no, because I'll have enough. I'll have enough. For me, are they supposed to be seared things? Someone tell me that. Okay, now for the cheapo depot Morley's. Yeah, oh my god, this is literally, this is a back scratcher. This is a back scratcher, dude. Come on. I might actually do the arrow, to be honest. Might actually do. I'm gonna do this since it's a tweezers. And by the way, you're not supposed to, go for the. See that? That's meant to be the thing you do that with. Okay. And that's pretty much all I'll pretty much take from this. Maybe a little harpoon, because it is sharp. So, yeah. That's what I would take from that, to be honest. Not much from that, because it's just for testing your skills out. Honestly, let's just get Will here. I actually do have a thing of lockpicks on here, by the way. These are lockpicks. I don't ever like really carry this with me really much. I do have two little deactivated cards for if need be, so I'll probably take those too. Right. So yeah, not much from these. The lockpicks are beginner lockpicks, but they'll probably do what they need to do. To be honest. Let's go over here. It matters. Doesn't matter. Bop 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 bop. But yeah, we all think of my choice. My choice is, anyway. Because honestly, to me, it's just, I just want not, like, if I had to only be confined to just that, I would have some, like, a lot of these, yes, or like on, dog tags or whatever, which I can easily put on my neck. Is this not going to come in? We're going to, it does. Yeah, I need to take a lot of this out. Would I take the, now, another question would be, would I take, like, the pocket prepper thing in the solo guide? Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I just would. But yeah, those are my choice. If I had just a big enough, I'm talking about I had, like, maybe a couple, if I had a couple of that, then I would just end up just putting all these on separate cards. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about, oh, hey, I have a can I could probably test out for something. But yeah. This freaking thing throws good sparks. I guess it's because of the, thing. Yeah. By the way, these two broke. Like this, like the seam for this broke. But that's my fault because this was like. So, yeah. So yeah, that's my choice for that. Just if I had to pick certain things from it. I mean, actually, I probably wouldn't do the small as balls. Actually, thinking about it, I wouldn't do the small needle or small these. I wouldn't do them. I may do like maybe one of them, like one or two of them. And that's it. It's for bait or whatever, catch bait with. But yeah, that's my choice, right? Sorry for the longest flick video, but yeah, that's how it goes. Name of the game. Here's another question. Would I use this in a post-apocalyptic situation? I mean, you could probably put a big magazine in here, I guess. Honestly, like, this is for a small camp task, obviously. But mostly I'll be using the small stuff that's right there. Pretty much. Because I don't trust it. Me personally. I'm not talking about shelter, none of that. Because I'm going to talk about what gear would I have. Right? If I had to pick this from... Now if I had to pick from all the survival cards I have, Jesus Christ. That would be hard. I'll have to do that in like 3-4 increments. So yeah. Anyway, some post-box survival. I was surviving the wasteland and choosing what I would pick from all the survival cards and crap that I have, including my wallet. I would keep my wallet as is, but without the cards, to be honest. And whatever cards I don't pick, I could probably put in there, Anyway, God bless, and a peace.